I'm in Talat Noi. I have been staying here in Talat Noi in Bangkok, and I love this area. Look at this. This area has an air of nostalgia to it. It's just a blend of the 1960s, 70s and 80s in every way, with its architecture, with the look and feel of the infrastructure of the roads, and I love it. It's like frozen in time to an extent, but a stone throw away, you've got the big city, and then the new stuff starts, like the skyscrapers and the new age things that we're all accustomed to. This area is also very green and leafy. There's some really cool little mum and pop stores, cooking food, cafes, little places that are selling newspapers, you name it. So if you come to Bangkok and you want an authentic experience, have a look at Talat Noi. I'm going to show you a few other places as well, but I thought that I'd start off showing you around where I'm staying, which is the tiny Talat Noi Hotel. The name Talat Noi also means little market, and there's a number of little markets out here where people come and do shopping and do their daily grocery shopping, but also there's a graveyard of metal and automobile parts. This is where automobile parts come out to die or be recycled in some cases. There's a number of garages in the area which has heaps of parts like this scattered out the front, and they're very innovative, these people. Nothing goes to waste. It either gets repurposed and rebuilt, and sometimes you get a beauty like that that's rebuilt and put together, but sometimes the metal is melted down and people make a lot of money from this. So when you're walking around Talat Noi, this is one of the beauties you'll come across. This guy's occupied half the road with his motors. You know, sometimes we get angry when our neighbours park in front of our house, or, you know, occupy a bit of the space, communal space that we have in our streets. Imagine this. Imagine someone dumped a whole bunch of motors here in front of your house. You think you would get angry? Would you be happy about it? And I knew I was going to come across something like this because I smelt it. I smelt the diesel from down the road. So it's not just a look, it's a smell. Check that out. There's transformers all over Talat Noi. You wouldn't expect them here, but I reckon what they've done is they've built these things with the parts that are found in some of these garages in the area. And all they've done is applied a bit of yellow spray paint over certain areas, and you got yourself a transformer. There you go, look at that. You can see kind of the nuts and bolts and cogs that are generally used inside some of the motors. There you go, look at that. And they've just applied this yellow spray paint over the top, and what do you know, you got yourself a transformer. This looks like some suspension. These guys are really, really smart. That's all I've got to say. Very creative. You know what? I've just touched it and I can smell diesel, so I think I'm right. They have used the spare parts. This is a typical local market where people come to have breakfast in the mornings. It's basically a side street that's covered up with shelter, and people come in here, they have their breakfast, they do a bit of shopping, they catch up with friends, and it starts their day. And once again, it's very early. It's about 7 a.m. in the morning, and people are cooking and eating. See, people are living just there, and then they've got this big canopy that they've put over, like a big veranda. There you go, at the tip of my finger. And underneath that, people come in here, sit, eat, sell their produce, cook, and everything is all together. It's all communal. Imagine living this close to your neighbours wherever you are in the world. Whether you're in the States or Australia or England, you'll probably freak out. Look at these narrow streets. It's like amazing here. I was just searching through the back streets here of Talat Noi, and I've come across this little place right here, right there, right at the tip of my thumb, that makes curry puffs. And they've got a lot of photos at the front with a lot of celebrities, and they've even been on TV. So they sell a box of 5 for 50 baht. So I thought, hey, let's get some curry puffs, support the little business, and let's see what it's all about. Right there, look, it's just so many people coming here, stopping and buying curry puffs. It must be good. If the locals are eating it, then it's good enough for me. So the curry puffs are fresh out of the oven, and they're still warm actually. They just bring them out, and then they just kind of get rid of them. As people come, they just sell them. I got a mix of them. I've got 5 different flavors. This one's pineapple, very sweet but great. So much goodness. Okay, I'll have one more and I'll save the rest for later. I don't want to eat too much, especially this early in the morning. This one's the chicken. Can anyone guess what that is? That's Marty McFly and the DeLorean in 8-bit. Looks like a Commodore 64 game. Well, I don't know where it's going, but it's coming alongside me. I'm keeping my distance. It knows I'm behind him, but I'm just maintaining a safe distance because I don't want to get too close to it. Yeah, it's pretty big. I'm just curious to see where it's going to end up going because it's heading towards the road. He turned around and walked the other way, so I think he was equally as scared as me. He's just right there. I'm waiting here at the Marine Department for the boat on the Chao River to take me to maybe Iconsiam. Not many people here. A few people have just turned up now. I love the Chao River. There's all these little junk boats that go up and down, and then there's the ferry buses or the ferry boats that also come up and down as well and take you to points of interest like Iconsiam, Asiatique, and it goes all the way down to near Kaisan Road as well. I think the ferry's turning up now. Let's see if it stops and picks me up. I'm in the scene of a blood sport movie here. Going up and down the Phraya River, a lot of movement, a lot of whistling going on, stopping at all the piers. A whole heap of people just got off the boat. I'm still going. My stop's probably in about another 1 or 2 more piers away. This is it. This is as raw as it gets on the Phraya. $15 to travel down the Phraya River. About a K or two. Just under $1. You know, sometimes I just jump on these boats and go up and down the Phraya River. I don't actually get off anywhere, just stay on there. You can make a day, half a day out of it. You're not supposed to, but you know what? I don't care. Word of advice, don't sit down the back. That's where the motor is. Come up to the front if you can and enjoy the views and the peace and quiet from up here. There we go. Not as loud here. Rightio, look where I am. I'm in Bangkok. And now I'm at Asiatique, the waterfront. This place is quite funky. This is the first time I've come here. I've been to Bangkok a few times in the last few years, but I've never come here. It's always been out of reach. But now, wow, this place really is funky. There's a lot of restaurants, there's shopping, there's boat cruises on the Phraya River, which I will be doing tonight, the Wild Orchid River Cruise, which I will do. Heaps of people doing the cruises. I think they go for about 2 hours. They run at different intervals. I'm at the 7:30 interval. This is like the 5:30 interval at the moment. Heaps of people behind me lining up for different types of cruises and restaurants and activities. Activities galore. Activities. So the waterfront used to be occupied by the Japanese in the old days, and now it's turned into this beautiful waterfront where people enjoy themselves and have a good time. Just another success story, I guess. The Thais really do know how to transform things and make it fun. Look at the lines, look at the queues, tourists galore. Unbelievable. It's a world apart from Laos. Laos was more quiet and not as built up, shall we say, as Thailand. And now I'm back in the big smoke, aren't I? The really big smoke. Let's have a look around. If you're looking to get your cruise tickets, this is where you can get them. Right opposite to where the boats take off over there. And there's this covered area here, and there's a number of ladies, lovely ladies, just over here on the side, waiting to take your order and give you a cruise ticket. Let's keep walking around. You know, all the usual suspects. Same stores, selling little things, souvenirs, clothing, incense, silk, the usual Thailand stuff. I haven't seen anything extraordinary at this stage. It's basically one big shopping mall and a bit like a harbour town. And in front of me, that's where all the river action happens, on the Chao River. Also restaurants on either side. A lot of nice restaurants here. Particularly nice when the sun's setting as well. And it is that time of day where the sun is setting. And if you look behind me, you can see the sun is going down. So these restaurants will be soon full, no doubt. A lot of people here, a lot of tourists. I think there's a whole bunch of Malaysians here. A lot of people taking photos. Look, it is a beautiful part of town, right on the river. I've always maintained that the Chao River is very beautiful. And this is where all the action is.